So, one of the biggest questions we've had with The Force Awakens that everyone is talking about is who is Rey's father? Now, I've heard some great theories from how she's Luke's daughter to how she's, well, the absurd Anakin reincarnated to Obi-Wan Kenobi's granddaughter. And one of the things that we have to remember is this is supposed to follow the Skywalker line. Now, if that's true, and if Kylo Ren can be redeemed, then we will follow Ben Solo and keep the Skywalker line going, albeit not named Skywalker. Because here's the thing, if Rey is a Skywalker, she would eventually have a child who would then have its father's name. So it'd be kind of hard to pinpoint that this would be a continuation of the Skywalker line. So how can we rectify this? Well, my proposal for Rey's parents is Rey is the daughter of Han and Leia. Now, that's going to sound absurd. Why? Because of the fact that, well, she interacted with both and neither one said anything. But did they have to? Let's think about this. If your son is this crazy homicidal maniac that you're afraid is going to kill his sibling, aren't you going to do everything you can to keep her safe? Think about it. Kylo Ren knew, or he kind of flipped out when he was told that it was a female, and he asked a bunch of questions. Why? Why did he do that? He must have known something, right? He must have known who she was. That much is true. So how could she be Han and Leia's daughter? Well, let's put it this way. If Leia, General Organa, as she was busy building up the New Republic, most likely Kylo Ren and possibly Kira, if that's her name, Rey's supposed name that we all heard about at the beginning of all the speculation. If Rey was by some chance being raised by a nanny, it's quite possible she thought this nanny was her mother. I mean, my wife has been in daycare teaching for quite some time, and there are many kids that call her mother mistakenly because they spend so much time with my wife. On that side, let's think about this. Well, what about Han? Why wouldn't have Han have said anything about Rey being his daughter? Quite possibly, depending on when Kylo started going crazy and the marriage or whatever. I mean, the relationship started falling apart. Maybe they just decided that it would be better if Rey never knew who her father was. Let's think about it. There is a lot of father daughter type scenes between Rey and Han in the Force Awakens. The only interaction we see between Leia and Rey, we see this hug, and I go back and think about this. When this hug happens, we see Leia, and the hug is kind of this knowing hug. Yes, she's lost Han. She doesn't know if her son's redeemable. But it's almost as if she's got this hug thinking, my daughter's back with me. It goes back to why we quite possibly know why Kylo Ren is fearful of Rey, because he's heard the legends. He knows that his mother and uncle were separated and kept secret as the New Hope. So it's quite possible that Rey is the daughter of Han and Leia, that Han would not say anything until he knew the time was right. Quite possibly, Leia didn't say anything because maybe through the training with Luke, she'll be able to accept what happened. I'm not gonna speculate any more than that. I just think it's a good chance that she is Han and Leia's daughter, and that the reason why she didn't know who she is or didn't recognize Han and Leia as her parents is because there are certain things, maybe not Jedi mind tricks like some people have said, but just certain things that were in place to keep her safe. Much like Luke was raised by his step uncle and aunt, and Leia was raised by Bail Organa and his wife. I mean, let's be honest. We've never gotten a clear picture of how Leia remembers her mother, as is told in Return of the Jedi. So we will see. We'll see what happens. But that's it. And there's nothing big about it. It's a different thought. It's a different idea. Just let me know. If you like this theory, subscribe and comment below and let me know what you thought about this. All right? Talk to you later. Geek out.